Oh Gott! Ich wurde... Go fuck yourself! Fuck that! Come on! Bad luck! And you'll get another right away! Das stimmt! So ein Pech! Bad luck! Eins, zwei! Oh Gott! Ich wurde... Fuck you!
God bless.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
I could use a trim, Master Barber.
Ha! Now you're sure to turn some girls' heads. At least...
Nice one.
And if not, I don't do refunds.
Interesting.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade. But because it was pissing down, all the more reason to... Could be. Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days. So what can rain?
What can I do for you?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You could stop by Semin. Janek, the saddler's hand there, is looking for a blacksmith. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Nothing really new. If you're looking for work, look somewhere else. Don't be a coward.
Nice out today.
Hope they're lost. What are you whistling? What? What?
Gah!
Whoa, whoa.
Go! Go! Gah!
Do you remember that time we gave that...
Quick!
What? Fucking...
Whoa, whoa.
Well, we've been eating nothing but pickled herring for a week. What do you expect?
What I don't get is how come it's only you who has a problem with it.
Don't worry, I'll get it.
Whoa.
I'm all yours.
Blessings to you.
I'm in need of your services, Master Barber.
I like how this turned out, and I hope you feel the same.
Hail. Stop that whistling. What a nag.
Quick! Quick! Whoa! Go! Go! God! Whoa!
Leave me. I've done nothing to you.
Quick! 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 Whoa! 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 Ja! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God bless. What would you like?
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachon. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Well, that is pretty wise of you, all right. So, in short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Then what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called Noh came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup, so it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armour come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armour of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king. Specifically, while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armour back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armour to the king.
Chenyek was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trusky may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for such a castle.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armor. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake. And now go.
quick! Whoa! Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! Quick! Go! Whoa! Die!
Good men, so you can avoid danger.
Whoa! 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 Die!
What the?
Whoa!
Come on, lad. Take a bath. You stink like a pig.
Do you buy wolf ears?
That's right. You get a few groschen for every dead animal.
Once I've killed one, I'll come and see you.
Farewell, and wash up a bit so you don't scare.
Good hunting.
Yeah, thanks.
I know a good trophy when I see one. That young boar. And the deer over there. How many summers has that one seen?
That one? I've been after him for 4 years now, lad. Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed you know so much about hunting.
I'm a gamekeeper back home down Sasau way. I used to work for Sir Divish of Talmberg, catching poachers.
I don't know him, but you say along the river Sasso? Woods that way must be thick, huh?
What about the boar here? Do they cause a lot of damage? We can't get them out of our fields in summer.
God, yeah. I'm between a rock and a hard place. The farmers grumble, but the lords insist on their game for the winter hunts. There's no end to it.
Our woods are lush and thick, to be sure. But they're becoming overrun with pests.
What kind? Not foxes. Pain in the bloody neck, they are.
Yeah, something like that. The ginger fox Sigismund and his cumans. They were plundering the countryside, so I had to give a few of them what for. How are things with the deer around here? Back home, they bleat like mad.
That'll be your woods. The nights are chillier your way. The rutting's weaker here. Not to mention, we have grain fields as far as the eye can see. You know how it is, though.
I'm afraid I must be going. Good hunting, gamekeeper.
Thank you, lad. Was that you? Oh, never mind, man.
Go! Whoa! Whoa! quick! Whoa! Whoa! Isn't it another piece of Brunswick's armor? Fortune smiles upon me.